Hi my darlings, it's your girl Candy na karibuni tena kwa channel yangu The Baddest Chick, and I hope mnaambia marafiki zenu wakuje wa subscribe bana, hata mimi nifikishe dhao moja, hata kama ni dhao moja. Ka channel ni kapya bana, kujeni msupport your girl man. Yeah, you know, and while you're at it, go back to my other channel ya muziki, go watch my music and enjoy, and then tell me what you think over there. But today, as you can see, we're not in the kitchen, we're in the living room. That means there's no cooking and there's no food, but cheers. So now today I want us to talk about something that happened to me I think almost 1.5 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, and just tell me what you would do if you're in my situation, or if I jumped into conclusion for myself, you know, or real quick. Yeah, but me then. So anyway, what a tuanze topic, then you tell me what you think, or maybe I overreacted, I don't know. Sawa. So this is what happened, guys. Yeah? I think it was maybe a month ago or maybe 3.5 weeks ago, around that time. Yeah, my friend was not feeling well. Okay, so she called me and she told me she wasn't feeling well. So I told her, let me cook for you and then I'll bring for you the food, because she's my neighbor. Like, she lives on wing B and I live on wing A. So nikamwambia nikupikie nikuletee food. So I cooked very nicely and then nikamweka kwa dish vizuri, so nampelekea. Kufika kwa side ya lift yao, I met this guy. Amesimama hapo pia anangojea lift. And he was such a gentleman. Akaningojea, akaniambia ladies first, and I got in and he was very direct. Akaniuliza, are you married? In my head I'm like, okay, that's really quick, but okay. Candy, you've been single for a while. The guy looks okay, very decent, so why lie? Just tell him. So I told him, no, I'm not. And then he said, are you single? I said, okay. Don't you think that should be a conversation for another day? And then I was like, do you have kids? He said, okay, this conversation is just getting so deep. I said, no kids. I have a cat. And then he said, okay, that's good. Can I have your number? And I said, okay, he's funny, so let me just give him my number. So I gave him my number, but I didn't take his number because I didn't have my phone with me. I'd left my phone in the house. So tukabana kwa lift na umse. So mimi tukanyamaziana, so kuanzisha conversation. I was like, so where you coming from? It's way past curfew. Akaniambia ati nafanya job State House, so we have the permits to be like to work at night. We work really late. And I said, oh, okay, that's good. And then he's like, so can I call you tomorrow or take you out to dinner? And I said, can you call me tomorrow and then we see how it goes first before we just decide that you're taking me to dinner? He said, okay. I said, okay. Then he said, I'll send a driver for you if you say yes. I said, okay. So the next day, I received a message from him on WhatsApp. Akaniambia, so are you busy? I said, kinda, because I wasn't lying, the truth. And then he said, you know me, I left that place pretty early. I said, oh, you don't live here? Akaniambia, no, niko nimekuja kutembelea bishti yangu anaishi hapo. Nikamwambia, bishti yako ama dem? Akaniambia, uko na ujinga. So, you know, we started laughing. So we were like, you don't have to always think, oh, you're gonna date a guy. You can always think like, oh, we can be friends. You understand? You never know where a relationship can go to, because he was kind and nice. There was no red flags or anything. So I was like, okay. So you had come to see your friends. So what time did you leave? He said pretty early, like maybe 3 o'clock. I said, so where did you live? And he said, I live in Muthaiga. I said, okay, that's cool. Then he was like, so are you available today to come? Maybe we go for nyama choma? And I was like, no, today I'm not. Okay, I was busy, but I was not that busy that I could not be available. It just is like, okay, he just said, the fact that he said, I need to talk about my paper, it was a back of my, I was like, okay, you can't tell me that and then ask me out on a date and expect me to come on this, like, at your beckoning call. So he said, okay, when you're free, just let me know. The next day he looked for me again, and I did not go either. And the next day he looked for me again, and I did not go either. So then I think he just stopped looking for me. So iyo wiki kaisha. So after that week was over, the next week he called me again, and he told me, if you're free, you can come. We hang around here, Muthaiga. I can take you out to lunch. We eat and all that kind of stuff. And I said, if he's taking me out to lunch, it's daytime, it's okay. But then I told him I was going to get my nails done. So I was going to Foreigners. So Gambia, I'm going to get my nails done in Gongret. I can pick you up. I said, okay. Or you can take an Uber, or you can just tell me how you want to get here. And I said, don't worry, I'll just bring myself. Just tell me where I'm supposed to come to. So I got my address, and then when I was done, I was like 50-50 though to go. But then actually, so when I changed another location in Thika Road, I was like, okay, that's better than to go to somebody's house. So I said, okay, that's safe, so I can go. So I went. He was really good and kind to me. He was all put together. The same guy I met in the lift, the way he was put together, it was exactly the same way. And his friends too, and everything. And then he was there. He really spoiled me that day. He really, really spoiled me. Now, and he treated me like a queen. Man, the way he treated me, he was even really proud that I was there with him. You know, so, and his friends too, they were really nice to me. They were cool, they treated me so nicely and all that kind of stuff. So we spent the time there, and then he took me we went to his house in Muthaiga. I went and saw where he stays. Okay, it was different from what I expected, but it's none of my business. Wow, hey, look at me, Muthaiga, my friend. I don't care that I got my extension. I mean, I'm not sure, it wasn't his, so I don't know. I did not, he was such a gentleman. He didn't even try to sleep with me or things like that. He just wanted to show, he just took me there. He was really drunk though, but he took me there. I saw where he stays and all that kind of stuff. I kind of felt like he was lying a lot though about what he owns, but I really didn't care about that, because quoting over maybe small lies, there was some really positive vibe between me and him, and there was some really good vibe also with how he was with me, with the respect that he had for me, with how he treated me. He was really kind to me. He wanted me to have everything, everything within that day, not everything, you understand what I mean? He was really into me, I think. Then, you know what? Yeah, I'll take you home. So, but we sat and we talked for a very long time. We really had a long talk. We talked a lot. And he opened up to me about himself, about his kids. Though also I compared to ask more, but that was that. Then yeah, he brought me home to the same place that he had. So I thought maybe there's not, maybe ule msali kwa nasema ni bishti yake tu kwa ni dem aezi akanileta ye mwenyewe mpaka kwangu, the same estate. You understand? So I asked him if he's married. He said yes, and I asked him. So even me now this time, but me I waited mpaka tukaelewana, so ndio nikamuuliza mpaka nikamjojua kidogo hata kama it's for one day. Then I asked him if he was married, and he said he's not married. I said, are you dating? He said no, but I have baby mamas. And I said, okay, baby mama, baby mamas. I'm not sure what I heard, but I'm assuming I had baby mamas. So Kendi, tunita kuonyesha maneno we. Okay, kufika hapa kwetu anajulikana. wanamjua mpaka wanajua achukue key bila yeye kusema, waoshe gari and other kind of stuff. I found it kind of suspicious, but then I just didn't bother, you know, because anyway I met him here. So mimi nikaanza kujijazile ukule mtega si kwake uko maybe ndio unapenda mama Demba. It was kitu kwa akili yangu, but it wasn't like as in I was sure. But I said before I make my decision about what's gonna go on between me and this guy, let me just give him maybe one more chance. And after that, we just started talking, having conversations, kwa phone, kwa WhatsApp, and sometimes we don't. And then we went for another maybe 1 week, we didn't talk, or maybe a few days, I don't remember. And then he called me, and that day I was coming from an interview. I'd gone for an interview at KBC, Y254. And so akanipigia simu, alikuwa amenipigia earlier, akaniambia, I want to see you today, let's go eat. I was just, he didn't say I'd come to my house. He had so much respect. You see? That was the one thing I gave him. Alikuwa na heshima, yani alikuwa na heshima. So when I got, so akaniongelesha tu poa, akaniambia, ukimaliza interview yako mazeno usinipange, because alikuwa ameniita the previous day, I refused to go. Because when I have something to do that is important today, I don't go like to party or to something that will make me like have a drink or something. I don't do that the previous day, you know. So I decided I'm not going the previous day. So I told him, I can meet you tomorrow after my interview, and then we can have dinner. Then I can go home. And then he said, okay. So mi hakunipigia the whole day. So mi nikajiambia, msi amesahau. Akanipigia, so mi nilikuwa naenda home. So vile tu nimetoka kwa interview akanipigia simu. Akaniambia, ule interview yako inaisha saa hii, imeisha. Nikamwambia yeye, akaniambia, hebu si ukuje hivi, this is the same place we met last time. So I went to the same place where we met. First I said, but should I not? Then he said, ulini promise, nini kuja tu. I promise I'll take you home. So I told him, okay, I'm coming. So I told the driver that I was with, akaniambia, nikamwambia, hebu usiende hivyo, nipeleke hivyo hizo sasa Mtaiga. Akaniambia sawa. So tukaishia tu. I went and met him with his friends, who I think were also maybe politicians, I don't know. I don't follow politics, so I don't know. That guy was so like showing me off. My God, nilizungushwa hiyo restaurant yote upstairs na downstairs, nikiintroducewa kwa kila mtu. Umeona, alikuwa anaongea na Kikuyu, I don't know how to speak in Kikuyu but I understand. But alikuwa anambia kila mtu, umeona wife, huyu ndio wife yangu. Huyu ndio wife. Hebu salimieni wife. Umeona wife, umeona mama, huyu ndio mama. So in my head I'm finding it really weird because when I have high heels, I'm tired. 2, it's so cold. 3, I just got here. You could have just at least let me sit down and just maybe have something to eat and a drink, because you got me out for dinner. You didn't tell me you're coming to take me to an entire restaurant downstairs, upstairs, nje. Hiyo place ilikuwa kubwa. Alinizungusha. Namwambia aki si tukae tu hapa kidogo, aki babe hapana, baby no, my baby no, this just goes, ananipeleka sijui wapi, tunaketi hapa na peleko na amishwa dakika 2 napeleka sijui wapi. So in my head I'm just starting to get tired. Then I noticed the guy was really wasted. Now where I saw my red flag where I started was not the showing off, was the minute he called, I think the woman who lives, it was now I figured out it was a woman who lives around here that was the friend. And then akaniambia ngoja usikie. So I didn't know he was calling that girl, dem mwenye anaishi hapa. Sikuwa anajua anapigia nani. Akaniambia ngoja usikie. Nikamwambia nisikie nini? Akaniambia ngoja usikie tu. Akanitoa nje kidogo, then tukasikia, akaka simu yake speakerphone. Akamza D, ambia akamuza, so you said you have what problem with Kendi? Akamuuliza, so me, I'm there, I'm like, oh my God. You said you have a problem with Kendi. So what was the problem that you had with Kendi? So, because you told me the other day, na memweka speakerphone. You told me the other day you have a problem with Kendi. Then akamuza, haya, hii imetoka wapi? Akamwambia, see, you told me the other day that you have a problem with Kendi. Nataka uniambie uko na shida gani na Kendi? Udem akamwambia, I did not say that, you're the one who brought it up. Ukaniambia ati wewe ni beshte sana na Kendi, na ukaanza kama namjua, nikakwambia hata mimi ni fan wake na najua anaishi the other wing then iko opposite na sisi. And then ukaniambia ni beshte yako na Didem anakutaka. Then nika in my head I'm like, what the hell? I almost cursed actually, and we're not supposed to curse. In my head I'm like, take it. Immediately me nikamwambia, by the way, I will walk out and I will leave you here right now. So he shouted at me, he's like, don't shout at me. Don't shout at me. Nikamwambia, don't shout at me, man. And don't call women telling them, oh, they have a problem with Kendi women that I don't know, I've never met. I don't even know you, man. And stop telling people I'm your wife. I met you literally like 3 weeks ago. I don't even, and then we've not like been like together for those 3 weeks. So this is like the third time I'm seeing you, the second time I'm seeing you in person. So it doesn't really count. These are 3 weeks out of this year. So the fact that you're telling everybody I'm your wife, that's weird. 2, the fact that you're calling another woman to make it like look like she has an issue with me, and she has no issue because clearly she's asking where is that coming from, it's also a red flag. I'm just telling you reality, man. I don't do this bullshit. Kaniongelesha tu poa, you know, there's guys like sakaniambia, okay, kama nimekuoffend pole. Nikamwambia, but hey, yo, I understand that you're having fun and you're drinking, man, but you don't do that. You don't call another woman and start putting me in the middle of an issue that I'm actually not even aware about. I asked you if you're married, you said you're not. And right now you're calling somebody that is saved on your phone as wifey. And unamwambia kuna shida na mimi. And then by the way, kitu alimjibu ni ingine alimwambia ni ati mimi the only thing nilikuuliza venye uliniambia unataka Kendi ama Kendi anakutaka, nilikuza aya umekuja kwanza kutafuta madem sasa kwa area yangu yenye naishi. And then the chick was like, so mimi venye nilikuwa I think nikimzushia kana, so you have women in, akamwambia, so you have women in your house? Akamwambia, I don't have women in my house, I'm just asking you what problem you have with Kendi because you said you have a problem with Kendi. So the girl's like, you, my guy, do what you want to do. And then akahang up simu. Actually, when hata aliona nimejam ndiye alianga simu. Kaniongelesha tu poa, you know, there's guys like sakaniambia, okay, kama nimekuoffend pole. Nikamwambia, but hey, yo, I understand that you're having fun and you're drinking, man, but you don't do that. You don't call another woman and start putting me in the middle of an issue that I'm actually not even aware about. I asked you if you're married, you said you're not. And right now you're calling somebody that is saved on your phone as wifey. And unamwambia kuna shida na mimi. And then by the way, kitu alimjibu ni ingine alimwambia ni ati mimi the only thing nilikuuliza venye uliniambia unataka Kendi ama Kendi anakutaka, nilikuza aya umekuja kwanza kutafuta madem sasa kwa area yangu yenye naishi. And then the chick was like, so mimi venye nilikuwa I think nikimzushia kana, so you have women in, akamwambia, so you have women in your house? Akamwambia, I don't have women in my house, I'm just asking you what problem you have with Kendi because you said you have a problem with Kendi. So the girl's like, you, my guy, do what you want to do. And then akahang up simu. Actually, when hata aliona nimejam ndiye alianga up simu. And so I sat there, we had a few drinks, we ate, and he kind of started like composing himself. And then we were okay. And then he actually started talking about politics and all that kind of stuff. Then he started showing off, saying that even where I live, he owns that place, which is a lie. So he started lying about the things that he owns and the stuff that he owns and that kind of stuff. And I was like, okay, you've seen a kid here, but okay, let me just flow. It's okay, it's alright. Just know that you'll never see me again. So alikuwa shanikasirisha already. Now I'm just thinking of how nitaepa. It already made me so mad. So I was just thinking of how I'm gonna escape from this guy. The next thing he did was actually now the worst. He started lying to people that, oh, I slept with him right there in front of me. He wasn't saying it like separately, and you saw everybody was like trying to get afraid of him. Even people came to talk to me and tell me, Kendi, the people who knew me was walikuwa kwa Kendi, unafanya nini urachi ati huyu si level yako. I'm like, I don't judge people, and when I met him, he looked like he was all put together. I didn't know he's gonna, you know, it's not like, and I know some people will be like, well, you made the decision, but yo, even you guys who are married, you know, you didn't know how your husband is gonna turn out, or how when you met him, he was a stranger, right? And when you met your girlfriend or your boyfriend, they were strangers to you when you met them. So you just got to know them and you gave them a chance. And that's the same thing I was doing with this guy. I thought, okay, let me just give him a chance. You see? It's not like tunakwanga tunajua mse TV so zile umemeet mtu. You just get to know the person. You give him a chance and you get to know them slowly. And that's the card that I was going with. You know, that's the card that I was playing. Anyway, I don't think what happened next that I overreacted. I did not overreact. So the guy started asking me to kiss him in front of people, and I said, dude, it's the second date, I'm not comfortable. And they said, if you refuse to kiss, ukianza kuonyesha madharau, anza kuonyesha madharau uone. Ukianza kuonyesha madharau tutakosana. Nikamwambia sikuonyeshi madharau, I'm just being realistic. Anyway, just because I did not want to do it, I was just so annoyed with him. I was like saying no intentionally. So now his friends are like, even them walikuwa wanataka kumwepa nini and all that. Afu ananiambia, so mimi niko na zidiwa kabisa. Afu anataka kutu drive anipeleke home. Nikapita drive ukikaa hivi hapana. Akachukua the place that we were at had rooms. So akanionyesha rooms, very classy rooms actually. It wasn't okay, naye kwa inipeleka place ratchet. It was a very nice place. So he showed me the rooms, I looked at them and they were very good, but I knew in my head I'm not spending my night there. So akanionyesha rooms and I said, okay, take. I said that for him because abata kijaribu kutoa gari yake hapo aipeleke kupa vizuri aligongesha. You understand? So already I knew this guy is not driving me anywhere in my head, but I also did not want him to drive. I cared about him at that moment because of the situation he was in. I knew I'm not gonna let him also drive anyway. If anything happens to him, as much as I know I'm not gonna see this guy again after today, I'm gonna feel guilty about it.